Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're watching here on Facebook, hello and welcome. My name is Felicia Walker with MashStyle. If you don't know who I am, you can find MashStyle on Instagram, here on Facebook, or here on YouTube. Today we're going to learn a really fun summer look on the eyes. I'm just going to focus on the eyes today, but I am going to review a new foundation. It's the Frankie Rose Matte Foundation, and I'm going to demo a couple new sponges that I got as well. So if you want to see how I achieved this look and also those two reviews, then just keep on watching. So we're going to jump right into the review part of this tutorial. I'm going to use these EcoTools sponges right here. They're already open. It comes with a small one and a large one. This one obviously you'd use for your concealer, any kind of contour. And then this is obviously the big ones for foundation. And it says the Perfecting Blender Duo is designed in two sizes and densities to create a camera-ready look. The large base blender is soft and flexible to create light, buildable coverage. The mini detail blender is firmer for more precise coverage. So I'm going to use the larger one for the Frankie Rose Matte Foundation, and I'm going to read what the website says about this foundation. It says, instant coverage, instant confidence, full extended coverage that's silky and lightweight. It's a perfect, long-wearing matte finish foundation that will leave you with a smooth, flawless complexion. What does it do? Our long-lasting formula goes on satiny smooth with a flawless matte finish for all skin types, dry, sensitive, combination normal, or oily. So that's nice. Good to know. Instantly cover problem spots, breakouts and blemishes, even out skin tones, or build it up for full coverage. It's hydrating, lightweight, and breathable. It is storming so bad outside, so if you hear that, that's what's going on. So yeah, I was really intrigued because it said it's good for all skin types, and I love a matte finish. I'm excited to talk about this because I've actually used it, I think like 3 or 4 times now, and I love it. I really, really love it. So I'm just gonna show you how I apply it on camera. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I just wanted to talk about it. This is great. It's a great foundation. It wears all day. I like that it's lightweight. I don't like a really full coverage, so it can build up to a full coverage, but it doesn't have to be full coverage, which I love. So there's probably nights that I want maybe a little more full coverage, but for day-to-day use, I want more of a light coverage. So I think this is like a medium to full coverage for sure, and I love that it's buildable. A foundation that's buildable is like my go-to for sure. So I'm just going to put about 2 to 3 pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take the round side of that EcoTools sponge, and I'm going to put the most product on the outside parts of my face and then bring it in lighter around my nose, because that's where I get really oily, is around my nose. So I want the least amount of product in that area, if that makes sense. I want to make sure I drag it down my neck so it all matches. It's going on really nice. I might need another pump. I like the sponge. I'm like, my go-to sponge has always been the Real Techniques Beauty sponge. It's a really nice sponge and it's inexpensive. This one's inexpensive too, and I think it's working just as great. I don't know if I like the shape of it, like how it's so round. I like that the Real Techniques one, it has a flat surface, and I kind of like that better for when I'm pouncing, which I guess this has a flat top right here. So I guess you could, yeah, duh. You just use, like, turn it to the side, there's a flat surface, and it gets, like, these corners gets really good under the eyes too, which is great. You just gotta use your brain. Okay, so it's pretty much all blended. I'm gonna use the smaller one for my concealer. Let me show that real quick. I'm gonna cover up this blemish down here. I'm gonna put 3 dots underneath my eyes, and then down the bridge of my nose I'm going to draw a line just to really slim down my nose. And I'm going gonna take the flat side of the smaller one and really pack it in. Whoa, that lightning was huge. Oh my gosh. So I had to film this beginning part. I had to refilm this part because the day that I actually did the eye look, this portion of the video, it was all out of focus and it drove me nuts. So I had to refilm it. So I forgot to film an intro, so I filmed an intro with my naked face, but clearly this is I'm filming this a different day than when I filmed the eye look, but I'm just gonna mush it together. It'll still be the same. I'm still giving you my same thoughts on this foundation. Okay, so I'm liking the small sponge. It's a little more dense, so it's not as squishy as the bigger one, which that's what it claims on the package. But not bad. It's gonna be really cool to use this this other side of the sponge. It has like a sharp edge, so I can really precisely carve out my contour, which will be really nice. I love these sponges. It actually made my foundation look really nice. I think it works just the same as the Real Techniques one that I've used, and I'm sure the Beauty Blender is very similar. This is a great inexpensive dupe. You can pick up Eco Tools at Walmart, any of the drugstores. So I do love these sponges. They were really nice. As far as the foundation, I'm obsessed with this foundation. This foundation is absolutely fantastic, and I definitely recommend it because it does say on the website that it is good for all skin types, which is great. My skin type is oily. I get oily in my T-zone throughout the day, so I've noticed like the 3 or 4 times I've used this foundation, it has lasted all day. But as far as everything staying in place, it doesn't slide, it doesn't cake up. This foundation is fantastic, and I definitely recommend it. You can just go on frankierose.com, their website, and you can purchase on there. But yeah, we're gonna jump into the next part of this video, which is the really fun unicorn summer look. So if you wanna see how I got that look, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I went ahead and did the rest of my foundation routine, powder, highlight, contour, my brows, all of that stuff. I'm going to do an updated brow routine probably next, just to show what I've been doing. But other than that, everything's been really the same, so I don't want to keep putting all of that into the video just because the video ends up being way too long. So we're going to jump right into the eye. I already finished this eye. I told you it's a really simple, really pretty lavender smoky eye with a very simple subtle lash, and I can definitely tell you that this is a very achievable and wearable look. I would wear this to lunch or dinner, honestly. This is something that you can maybe vamp up, putting a little bit of dark on the outer corners. So we're going to jump right into this eye look, and we're going to start, of course, with a eye primer. This is the Stay Don't Stray eyeshadow primer by Benefit Cosmetics. If you live in my town in New Philadelphia, you know that we are finally getting an Ulta in our town in the mall. I'm so excited. I think it's supposed to be opening May 5th. I could be wrong. So I don't have to be traveling up to Canton anymore. I can go and get my favorite essential makeup right here in my town, so I'm so excited. Okay, so this is self-explanatory. We're just gonna put this all over our lid. We're gonna take the loose translucent powder that I used all over my face. I'm actually gonna set my eye primer with it. All of your eyeshadow is going to go on so much more smoother. It's gonna blend so much nicer on top of that powder versus trying to blend on that sticky surface. So I'm just gonna take a finger actually and dip into it, into that powder, and just kind of run it all over my lid. Okay, so to start off the eye, we're gonna do our lid first. This is the 35P palette by Morphe. It's just a bunch of purple tones and some neutrals on this side. So we're gonna go obviously into this really pretty metallic lavender color. And I'm going to get a flat brush. I'm going to get it wet with some setting spray. This is by e.l.f. It's really cheap. So I'm gonna get my brush wet. I'm gonna dip into that lavender. All the setting spray is gonna do is just really intensify the color. and make it really bold and bright. So like I said, we're just gonna put this all over the lid. And we're not gonna bring it all the way up into the crease because we're gonna add a nice, beautiful crease color to that after. So make sure you just really concentrate this purple on the lid. We're gonna blend really well with the transition shade, but I wanna make sure there's definitely no harsh lines once this starts to dry a little bit. You wanna work with it while it's still a little damp. So I'm gonna take this Makeup Geek color. It's called Cupcake. I've used this in previous videos. I just love a really warm tone crease color, and I thought that a nice rose undertone would go really well with the purple, so that's why I'm using this. I'm gonna take just a fluffy brush into Cupcake and very lightly start to build our crease area. So kind of just like circular motions and wiping motions and kind of just getting that all into the crease and then blending it into the purple. Just continuing to blend, blend, blend. Just blend your little hand away. That is the key to any eye look, especially a smoky eye. I'm gonna go into my Modern Renaissance palette. Clearly I don't have a lot of palettes, but it's okay. We work with what we have, right? I'm gonna take just a little pencil brush and I'm going to highlight my brow bone. I'm gonna go back in with that purple one more time. Actually, it'll end up being multiple times, but it's all right. I'm going to drag some of that lavender on my lower lash line using that same brush. And we're gonna concentrate more on the outer part of the eye. See how fast this is coming together? I mean, I'm telling you, this is such a quick and easy eye look. I'm going to now tight line. This is the Close-Up Lash Liner by Tarte, and I'm gonna tight line with that. So I'm gonna go underneath my lashes on the waterline on the top. It's just gonna make the eye pop a little bit, add some more boldness, and it's going to darken up my lashes a little bit too. Okay, so I'm gonna curl my lashes. This is the Tarte eyelash curler. So our lashes are curled. I'm gonna go in with the lash. Andrea lashes. This is in number 92, and it has kind of like a double curl to it. They're light and they're shorter. So this is actually a really great lash for somebody who has hooded eyes like I do. I found that any lash that's like super long totally just covers my whole lid and it doesn't look good. So if you have hooded eyes, I would definitely recommend trying to find a lash that has some shorter lashes, only because you don't want to cover up your eyeshadow. I mean, that's not cool. So I'm just gonna pop off this other lash and we're gonna have to trim it. I'm gonna take the Duo glue. You can find this at any drugstore as well. So we're gonna let the glue dry. Okay, I think this lash is good to go. So I'm just gonna pop them into some tweezers and I'm going to get them close to my lash line as I possibly can. This is just the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Looks like this. Alright, so our eyes are complete, so we're going to finish this whole look off with a lip color. So I'm going to do a lipstick and then a gloss over top. This is the Milani lip gloss in the shade Matte Innocence. It's this really pretty peachy nude color. I think it'd be really pretty with this. And then I'm gonna put just a little bit of gloss in the center just to give my lips a little bit more oomph and some plumpness. This is by Revlon. It's in this shade Sky Pink. It's just a gloss. Okay, that completes this tutorial. I don't know when this video is out right now, what day it is when you're watching this, but I hope you have a great weekend or week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.